My family, the Sephardic Jews, got thrown out their land, made prisoners of war. The kingdom of the Scots, according to Inns, I think it says, included in these times the age of Saint Columba, all the Western Islands together with the countries of Lord Argyll. Can't pronounce all that, please can you do it for me? And the Pictish Kingdom, according to the same author, included all the rest of the North Scotland from Firth to the Orkneys in and long before the time of Honourable Bede. So early, in short, as the year 400, the Picts formed two nations, the northern and the southern, which were divided from each other by a branch of the Grampian Hills. The northern Picts therefore inhabited the shires of Aberdeen, Banff, Moray, Inverness, Ross, Sutherland, and Cathainus. And we know that Cathainus, in etymology means black. Swarthy means black, or melanated. We know, and Dublin, dub in etymology is black. Dubland. We know all from Ad Deman's Life of Saint Columba. Page 9, the swarthy countenance of the Cilias, who inhabited what is now called South Wales, and their curled hair for the most part, and their position against Spain. So remember, the ancient Welsh were melanated. There are the confusion of face. We were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Big telltale sign is your hair as well, man. You got big hair, big buffy hair, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a high chance that your ancestors were melanated. Well, everyone's ancestors were melanated. Yeah, we all stem from Noah's three sons. Yeah, Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, and then obviously, I believe that lack of melanation. The word paleotroid, I believe, but I think the complete removal of melanin or lack of melanin is it's like it could have been seen as a punishment from living creator if you link it to the story of Miriam when she went against Moses and she got sent out the camp for 7 days and she lost her melanin. Okay, this is my 20-minute book read highlights from my 20-minute book read. I'm just showing you guys, trying to teach you to be consistent. Don't forget Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is. The copper-coloured tribes founded by the Europeans. That's my family. Okay, Israel split into two kingdoms. Just wanted to quickly show this before I show you the book. Human rights acts, and don't forget the Third Geneva Convention rules, which are set out to protect us, man. Human rights include physical assault, threatening, or torture if the threat is real and immediate. So Article 3 protects you from torture and mental and physical. Okay. I'm a prisoner of war under my oppressors, Papa Balls. Prisoner of war shall retain the full civil capacity which they enjoyed at the time of their captive. Obviously, we were born into captivity. But if you look at how our family lived before, we should be living better than we are now. That's all I can say, man. Do you understand? Article 3 of the Geneva Convention protects prisoners of war from the inhumane treatment. Human Rights Acts were brought out to protect your rights. Article 8 of the Human Rights Acts, if you've been detained, you have the right to compensation. They shouldn't be profiting off us being prisoners of war, but they are, and our lack of knowledge. That's why I presented this information to you, to the world, man. Article 13, if human rights acts are violated, you can take your issue to the court. Okay. There's your creator's name. Exodus chapter 3 verse 14. Higher. I am. It's Paleo Hebrew. Okay. I've been hiding his name. Call upon that name, man. Do you understand? Read, fast, pray. Call upon the living creator. Higher, man. Okay. Israel split into two kingdoms. 1 Kings 11:31 to 35. The southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin and Levi went to Europe. That's my family. We became known as the Moors, who ruled Iberia, Spain and Portugal. The 10 tribes stayed in the Americas, which used to be called India Superior, where Prester John, aka King David, used to reign from. The Portuguese searched for Prester John for 500 years. They have a plaque in remembrance of this search for Prester John. I am here to bring the two kingdoms back together under the true Messiah myself, the reincarnation of David, King of Israel. April the 8th last year, there was a solar eclipse on my birthday, and this was the revealing of the Most High's Anointed One. Also a solar eclipse in 2017 across America, which is Babylon, and X across Babylon. This is destruction to the wicked. Me and my family are the true nobles and sovereigns, and we were made prisoners of war. The straw man was created to steal our lands and estates to this very day. They used the Admiralty law, the law of the sea, which they use our birth certificates. This is theft, and we want restitution. That's the restoring of what is stolen from us prisoners of war. And then I've also got some information about how the earth is flat, how the United Nations logo is mocking you in plain sight, okay? The people who are part of secret societies, who run this society, this matrix that was presented to us, us prisoners of war, they're mocking you in plain sight, okay? The Crusades were against me and my people, man, all right? You came in and you flipping raped, robbed and murdered us, man. I told you about how Rome is Esau, check it out, how King David is our Messiah. They presented you with a false Messiah who is JC, based off Apollo. The Old Testament is a historical document of a people, my people, the Afro-Asiatics, okay, who are Shem. We are the Israelites, okay. The Ashkenazi Jews are not the real Jews. They're not the real Jews. They come from the line of Japheth, not Shem, as it states in Genesis chapter 10, verses 2 to 5. And also the state of Israel was set up, in the 1940s by the Rothschilds who funded it, okay. It didn't exist before then. Before then, it was actually Palestinian land. So JC used to be black because Rome invented the New Testament. And then when Rome got took over by the Paleo tribes, the barbarians, the people from the north, they changed the hijack JC, the false Messiah, from black to white. We used to follow the Hebrew calendar. We now follow the Gregorian calendar. They added 1,000+ years to the original timeline. Reincarnation is part of the human cycle, man. We've all been reincarnated, okay? And some scriptures here if you want to pause it and write down the scriptures, man. Okay. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Please bear in mind my birthday, April the 8th, from the solar eclipse, man, last year, 2024. Also my anointing, age 11. And also bear in mind the FBI operation, the prevention of a black Messiah. And everyone knows about how I was sexually abused age 11, man, in 1996. Also the hazy abuse in the house of 39, man. Please read my full story. Go to Israel Zedek, King David Ministry Facebook, man, for the free truth pack here, my testimony. 11 pages, 3 parts. Pause it and read it, man, people. Pause it and read it, man. See how they use coercive abuse tactics against a prisoner of war, man. Already traumatized, do you understand? Breaking the Third Geneva Convention rules, man, do you understand? So London, 1666, during the Black Plague. During the Black Plague and the Great Fires of London, Parliament enacted an act behind closed doors called the KESQV Act 1666. The act being debated was to subjugate the rights of men and women, meaning all men and women were declared dead, lost and at sea. Do some research on this yourself. They created a straw man in this matrix, man, you understand? They're being very corrupt, man, very, very corrupt. They present you with money which isn't backed by anything. It's only useful within their societies. Enslaved prisoners of war used as collateral for mortgages. This society was not made for me and my people, man. I can read my story in the testimony about how my mom allowed a convicted rapist to come and live with her and her 4 children. Who would do that? A mother who's part of secret societies, who was following instructions and orders, from the people above her, man, makes her just as bad as them. She sexually abused me. She allowed Victor Elon to come and live with us. He sexually abused me. His friends did, from the Royal Mail. So his group of wicked friends he had. And also the wicked Zionist cult elders from the JWs, man, who set up by Charles Taze Russell. They also sexually abused me. All of them together, man, lying, man, through their teeth. They are wicked paedophiles, man. Do you understand? And your days are numbered, man. Because of the information I have, they delete channels or they try and stop me from gaining access from my end. So I can't post anymore, which is very corrupt, man. I have proof here that WikiLeaks, and other websites have proven that the government have tapped into people's devices and have tampered with their phone, their videos, their personal things which belong to them, man. This is breaking the Third Geneva Convention rules, man, on a grand scale. Do you understand? I had 4 TikTok channels, man. I removed 3. Do you understand? One of them was called D McKinley. It was just me expressing myself through music, man. And I still deleted that as well because it's too much of a threat, man. Because it draws too many people to me, man. Do you understand? Because I am musically gifted, like many other people out there. But I am one of those people who's musically gifted, man. And you try to hide me, man. Do you understand? Met officers dissuades children from making sexual abuse claims. Reports find. Former police officer jailed for life for over 160 child sexual offences. South Wales, Lewis Edwards, the former Southern Yorkshire police officer, was arrested in Rotherham sexual abuse claims. There's many other cases since this, man, but I'm just reading it because it's very important to read these and bring it to people's attention, man. And you got the police watchdog investigating 10 officers with how they handle situations cases. Like with my case, for instance, yeah, the officer dealing with the case, I have strong beliefs that she has personal links to JWs, man. Do you understand? They're very corrupt, man. We are prisoners of war, and I have information, yeah, which is a big threat, man, to this matrix. You understand? It would mean that you'd have to hand the lands and states back here. I am for peace. You are for war, man. Do you understand? I'm for all people to come together in peace, yeah, and you're for division, man. List of people that they've killed, man. Don't forget Ariana Jones, 7 years old, shot in the head by a police officer. Slave force set on 1700s, yeah, to stop runaway prisoners of war, man. Fuck you. Police killed a 15-year-old autistic boy, mental age of a 10-year-old. Police paralysed a brother in the back of a police van, severed his spinal cord. He later died in hospital. Police dragged a paralysed man out of a car in a police stop, tried to force him to walk. And RIP to Emily Pike, man. Because I stand up for the other nations too. When I see injustices, yeah, regarding the other nations, I stand up for you too, man. You understand? Love, peace, save lives, man. Best believe, man. My people, we are the Israelites, man. You understand? We want restitution for what you stole. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is, yeah. The copper-coloured tribes found there by the Europeans, man. Best believe I blow my conch shell, man, every single day, man. Multiple times. We want restitution for what we stole. It does not belong to you. It belongs to me and my people, man. We are the Israelites, man. Israel split into two kingdoms, you understand? We want our lands and the states back that you stole. There's a solar eclipse in 2017, yeah. And there's a solar eclipse, yeah, on my birthday on 2024 on April the 8th, you understand? This created an X across America, okay? Which is Babylon. An X, destruction, X marks the spot, man. That's our lands, man, in the Americas. That's where all the biblical events happened, man. He lied about so many things, man. And I had to, like, obviously wake up to realise my family, a lot of them are part of secret societies who knew this information already. And they were just waiting for me to wake up here. And when they saw me waking up too much, yeah, a lot of them did dip off. There are some decent ones there, man. My door's open for decent ones, you understand? I'm here for peace. I'm here for people to come together to follow the laws of the living creator higher, man. We are the Americans, man. You understand? American. Copper-coloured cons, man. We went away from the living creator, man. I'm bringing the ancient ways back so you can get a chance of having salvation, man. Religions, yeah, were took from our book. They created a new testament, a new testament. They created that to fool you, man. Brought you a new false messiah, JC, based off Greek mythology, man. I've showed you, man. The preachers that they have, man, they get tax-free exempt codes, man, which they're part of, which allows them to take every single last penny, man, and then they probably get paid as well by the wicked governments, man, do you understand, who don't mind spreading lies, who practice societal racism, because if you go against their ways, yeah, and say, we shouldn't be doing these pagan days, birthdays, Christmas, Halloween, we're meant to be following the holy days of the living creator, and you get penalised. There's a chance you'll get sexually abused as well if you're a prisoner of war, man, do you understand? A high chance, man. I don't give a fuck, man. But there are some real good people out there still, man. Do you understand? And that's what we hold on to, the decent ones. And away from my scholarly back to ministry, which is peaceful, exposing wicked Babylon. Okay, we want restitution for what you stole. It don't belong to you. Simple as, man. Jew and Gentile, come to the living creator, man. Get salvation for you and your families, man. Do you understand? Don't worry. Every single day I pray for the widow, the needy, the outcast, the stranger, the homeless, those suffering injustices, man. All right. Praying that the end comes soon. Isn't that right, son? Anyway, till next time, Charlie in, and peace.